Yo, what is good, Birds Gang? Listen up, because Howie Roseman is cooking up a brand new John down at the NovaCare complex, and nobody saw this sneaky pickup coming. We just hit the absolute jackpot on a one-year deal, and it changes the entire dynamic of our roster. If yous bleed midnight green and smash Wawa hoagies on game day, you absolutely need to hear this. Hit that subscribe button right now and ring that bell, because we drop the most raw, unfiltered Eagles news on YouTube every single day. Let's get right into the water and talk about this wild signing, because the front office just pulled off an absolute masterclass.
JT Gray is officially a Philadelphia Eagle. And let me tell you, the front office just hit the absolute jackpot with this one-year signing. When you hear the words hit the jackpot in the NFL, you know exactly what that means. It means maximum value, elite potential, and a scenario where the Philadelphia Eagles hold all the cards. Bringing in JT Gray on a one-year deal is the ultimate low-risk, astronomical reward move. We are talking about a veteran who is coming to the city of brotherly love with everything to prove. And when a player comes to Philly on a one-year contract, they play with a massive chip on their shoulder. They know that playing in front of the most passionate fans in the world at Lincoln Financial Field is their chance to secure the bag long-term. JT Gray signing this deal means he is betting on himself, and Howie Roseman is betting on the culture of this locker room to elevate his game to a whole new level. This isn't just a standard roster fill, my guys. This is a calculated, strategic strike by a front office that understands how to find hidden value where other teams just see standard free agency. When you hit the jackpot, it implies that the return on investment is going to be massive. Maybe it's his veteran presence, maybe it's his sheer athleticism on the field, but the front office clearly saw something in JT Gray that screamed championship DNA. Think about the intensity of training camp down at the NovaCare complex. Every single rep matters. JT Gray is going to step onto that practice field knowing he has exactly 1 year to leave his mark on this historic franchise. And let's be real, Philly fans do not care about where you came from or how much you are getting paid. We care about heart, hustle, and whether you are willing to lay it all on the line for the midnight green. This jackpot signing signals that the Eagles are not just sitting back and waiting for the season to start. They are actively hunting for guys who can be the missing piece of the puzzle, the spark plug that ignites the entire squad when things get tough. The one-year structure is a masterstroke, keeping the franchise flexible while injecting hungry, highly motivated talent straight into the veins of this team.
Yo, real quick, before we dive deep into how this John completely alters our strategy for the upcoming season, do your boy a massive favor. Smash that like button right now. It literally takes 1 second and pushes this video to every true Eagles fan from Delco to South Jersey. And I need you to drop a comment below right this second. Do you think Howie Roseman is the absolute undisputed king of these one-year jackpot signings? Let me know down in the comments, and let's keep this Philly energy rolling.
Now, let us get into the deep analysis of why a one-year jackpot deal like this is the lifeblood of a championship contender. You see, the NFL is a salary cap league, and balancing the books while maintaining an elite roster is a puzzle that most general managers completely fail at. But when you secure JT Gray on a one-year pact, you are essentially renting premium talent without mortgaging the future. This is the ultimate flex. The ripple effect of hitting the jackpot here is huge. First, it creates an atmosphere of relentless competition. When the younger guys in the locker room see a proven, motivated player like JT Gray walking through those doors on a prove-it deal, it puts everyone on notice. Nobody's job is safe, and that is exactly the kind of pressure cooker environment you want if you are trying to plan a parade down Broad Street. Furthermore, hitting the jackpot implies that the Eagles got him at a tremendous value. In a league where teams overpay and get burned every single offseason, pulling off a move that experts are universally calling a jackpot means Howie did it again. He manipulated the market, found the perfect fit for our system, and locked it down before anyone else could react. Let's talk about the mentality required to thrive in Philadelphia on a one-year deal. This city is not for the weak. If you come here and give half effort, the fans will let you know before the second quarter is even over. But if you come in, buy into the culture, and play like a Broad Street bully, this city will immortalize you. JT Gray is stepping into a situation where he has the opportunity to be a hero. He has 1 year to show that he can be the ultimate difference maker, the guy who makes that critical play when the game is on the line. And from a coaching perspective, having a player who is highly motivated by a 1-year contract is a dream come true. You do not have to beg a guy like that to play hard. He knows his entire financial future and his legacy are riding on these next 17 games. He is going to be first in the building, last to leave, studying tape until his eyes bleed, because that's what it takes to cash in on a jackpot opportunity. This signing also gives the Eagles incredible flexibility heading into next offseason. If JT Gray balls out and becomes a legendary figure in Philly, we have the first rights to negotiate a long-term extension and keep him in the family. If for some reason the fit isn't perfect, we shake hands and walk away with zero dead money holding us down. It is a win-win scenario of the highest magnitude. But based on the fact that this is being called a jackpot, the expectation is that he is going to utterly dominate his role and change the complexion of our depth chart.
Continuing on this analytical deep dive, we have to look at how this impacts the opposing teams in the NFC East. When the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Commanders see the Philadelphia Eagles continually reloading and hitting the jackpot on these savvy, low-risk, high-reward deals, it has to be demoralizing for them. They are out there overpaying for aging stars or making desperate trades, while we are methodically building a bulletproof roster with guys like JT Gray who are hungry and ready to eat. The psychological warfare of the offseason is real, and the Eagles are winning it by a landslide. Imagine being an opposing coordinator and realizing that the Eagles just upgraded their roster with a jackpot signing without even breaking the bank. It forces them to go back to the drawing board. And let's not ignore the cultural impact inside the NovaCare complex. The Eagles have built a standard, a brotherhood that is predicated on accountability and execution. JT Gray is walking into a room full of dogs. He is going to look to his left and his right and see guys who have been to the mountaintop and are desperate to get back there. That kind of environment breeds excellence. It is contagious. When a player on a one-year deal catches that fever, they elevate their game beyond anything they have ever shown on tape before. We have seen it time and time again in Philadelphia. A guy comes in on a prove-it contract, drinks the Philly water, and suddenly he is playing the absolute best football of his entire life. That is the true essence of hitting the jackpot. It is not just about the player's past performance. It is about unlocking their ultimate ceiling within our specific culture. JT Gray has the chance to write a legendary chapter in his career right here, right now. The fans are ready to embrace him, the city is ready to rally behind him, and the coaching staff is ready to deploy him in ways that maximize every single ounce of his talent. We all know the media loves to doubt the birds. They love to question whether we have enough depth to make a deep playoff run. But moves like this, these absolute jackpot acquisitions, are the ultimate silencer. When you bring in a guy like JT Gray, who has the exact gritty, no-nonsense attitude that thrives on Broad Street, you are building an identity. You are telling the rest of the league that the Philadelphia Eagles do not rebuild. We simply reload with better, hungrier talent. The sheer brilliance of getting this done before other teams could even comprehend the value is staggering. It is the type of aggressive, forward-thinking maneuver that sets the tone for the entire season. We are not just hoping for a playoff spot. We are assembling a squad designed to absolutely dominate the trenches, control the narrative, and bring another Lombardi trophy back to the greatest football city on the face of the earth.
So, to wrap this all up, JT Gray is the newest John in the Philadelphia Eagles family, and this one-year jackpot deal has the potential to be the steal of the entire year. We are getting a highly motivated, incredibly talented player on a prove-it contract that brings zero financial risk and unlimited upside to our squad. He brings that hungry mentality that fits perfectly with our blue-collar city, and you already know the link is going to be absolutely rocking when he makes his first big play in Midnight Green. Now, I want to hear from users. Do you think JT Gray is going to have a career year here in Philly and earn himself a massive multi-year extension next offseason? Drop your hottest takes down in the comments right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications so you never miss a breaking Eagles update. And as always, fly Eagles fly, baby. Let's go get that ring.